ओके। मैं आपको थर्मल इक्विलिब्रियम पढ़ा चुकी हूँ, बट मुझे इसका ये फिगर दिखाना। ओके, तो सी द फिगर ऑफ दिस हॉट एंड कोल्ड। ओके, देखो ये एक हॉट चीज़ है, ये हॉट है और इसको हम लोग को कोल्ड में बदलना है। ये है हॉट, ठीक है, और ये है कोल्ड। ये है इंटरनल हीट और ये भी वही है, इंटरनल हीट। बोथ आर सेम बट वी शुड cold and hot. Okay, two bodies have. Okay, now let's come on your reading part. Okay, 6.1.3 fundamental principle of calorimetry. When several bodies at different temperature are brought into thermal contact with each other, they will exchange heat among themselves and ultimately attain the same temperature thermal equilibrium. If during this process no heat escapes from the system to the surrounding. Number 2, no heat comes into the system from the surrounding. 3, no chemical reaction take place between those bodies. And 4, no solution is produced then. Heat lost by the hot body, heat gained by the cold body. This is principle of calorimetry. It is supply a statement of the principle of conservation of heat applied the particular case of the exchange of heat. Number 6.1.4 units of heat. A CGS unit of heat is. So next question number 5. Question number 5. See the question number 5. See the question number 5. Write the unit of heat in CGS and SI unit. Page 133. When I marked, you marked it. Okay. In CGS, CGS में CGS unit of heat, ये CGS unit of heat is calorie. It is the quantity of heat required to rise the temperature of 1 gram water by 1 Celsius or 1 K from 14.5 degrees Celsius to 15.5 degrees Celsius. Since calorie is a small unit, a bigger unit called kilocalorie is often used specifically in life science. In 1 calorie equals to 1000 calories. So kilocalorie is the quantity of heat necessary to rise the temperature of 1 kilogram water through 1 degree Celsius from 14.5 degrees Celsius to 15.5 degrees Celsius. Okay. B. The MKS और SI यूनिट ऑफ हीट इज जूल. तो ये है उसी का पार्ट बी. पार्ट मतलब ए है वो और ये बी, यानी उसमें पूछा था SI और CGS. तो CGS में ये लिखोगे, ये लिखोगे CGS में, और SI में ये लिखोगे जूल. ओके. Joule is the unit of work. Since heat is an energy, so it is measured in work unit. 1 calorie equals to 4.8 18 or approximately 4.2 joule. Okay. 6.1.5 factor determination of quantity of heat absorbed or given out by a body. The quantity of heat absorbed or given out by a substance during a thermal change depends on A. Must be difference of temperature, and C. Specific heat of the material of it. 6.1.5.1 Specific heat. This is a fundamental property of matter. Equals masses of different material absorb different quantities of heat, even if they are heated through the same range of temperature. Similarly, they give out different amount of heat when they are cooled through the same temperature intervals. This fundamental property of matter is known as specific heat, also called specific heat capacity, SHC. In SI system, the quantity of heat necessary to rise the temperature of unit mass or a substance to 1 degree is the specific heat of substance. तो क्वेश्चन नंबर 6 लिखो. डिफाइन स्पेसिफिक हीट. डिफाइन स्पेसिफिक हीट. नाउ आई एम written in the copy. Define specific heat in page 135. ओके. यहाँ पे हम लोग क्वेश्चन नंबर 7 करेंगे. सबसे पहले हम लोग यहाँ आ जाते हैं. यूनिट. यूनिट मीन्स इसका यूनिट. Now let's read about a unit of specific heat. Okay, in SI system है ना बॉडी. In CGS system, calorie per gram per degree Celsius. In SI system, joule per kg per Kelvin. Okay. Write the question number 7. Write the units of specific heat in CGS system and SI system. Page 135. 5. Okay, now let next read about all. Okay, now we start the reading part. Okay, therefore, higher the specific heat of a material, greater is the heat required to rise its temperature. Hence, if a material has a higher specific heat, it takes a longer time to warm up and is cooling down slowly. Often we do not mention the unit of specific heat, but we should not forget that often it has it has the unit as stated above. For example, specific heat of lead is 0.03, means that 0.03 calorie heat is necessary to increase the temperature of 1 gram of lead to 1 degree C in Celsius. Okay? Okay? Then specific heat of water. From the definition is it followed that specific heat of water is 1 calorie per gram degree C in Celsius system and 4.2 into 10 to the power 3 means joule per kg into Kelvin is in CGSI system. Water has the highest specific heat of any substance except hydrogen. This fact has many important consequences. 6.1.5.2 Heat necessary to rise the temperature of a body. We consider a body of mass m having specific heat S of its material. From the definition of specific heat, the heat required to rise the temperature of 1 gram of the body by 1 degree Celsius is S cal. mg of the body by 1 degree C is m into S calorie. mg of the body by T degree C is m into S into T calorie. Thus, the heat required to rise the temperature of the body by T degree C or Tk is given by Q equals to m into S into T calorie, m into S into T joule. Here m mass of the body, S equals to specific Sp heat of the material of the body, T degree C or Tk equals to change in temperature. Similarly, similar expression is obtained for the heat given out by the body when its temperature decreased by T degree C or Tk. 6.1.6 Thermal capacity. Thermal capacity of a body is the amount of heat required to rise the temperature of the body by unity. If a body has mass m and specific heat of its material is S, then its thermal capacity is C into m into S into calorie per degree C or K J per gram Kelvin, joule per gram Kelvin. we notice that specific heat is the thermal capacity per so मैं फिर से पढ़ी हूँ. We notice that specific heat is the thermal capacity per unit mass. Therefore, specific heat is sometimes called specific thermal capacity. In fact, thermal capacity refers to a body, and SP, thermal capacity refers to the material of the body. 6.1.7 Water equivalent. Water equivalent of a body is the mass of water whose temperature rises by unitary by the heat which can rise the temperature of the body by unity. If a body has mass mg and the specific heat of its material is s calorie per gram degree Celsius, then it requires ms calorie of heat to rise its temperature by unity. From the definition of calorie, ms calorie of heat can rise the temperature of msg of water by 1 degree Celsius. In CGS system, water equivalent of body is msg. In SI system of water equivalent of the body is ms by 4.2 into 10 to the power 3 kg. Write one question last in 6.1. Question number 8. Write the units of water equivalent in CGS system and system. Page 130. Now, this is the last question from 6.1. Okay, so we continue on the next video, all full chapter. Bye bye. Take care. Next. That's all for today.